Welcome to a new deep dive. Today, we're doing some mental time travel, fast forwarding to the year 2050. What will life truly be like, say, 25 years from now? We've been immersing ourselves in some really fascinating source material, especially The World in 2050, A Look Ahead, trying to pull out the most important nuggets about what the future might hold.
Yeah, exactly. Our mission today really is to uncover the projected transformations, across society, technology, daily life,
Yeah.
helping you get a crisp, clear picture of the world your future self might actually inhabit. We'll explore the big shifts, some surprising details maybe, and also the challenges that could still be on our horizon.
Okay, right. Let's unpack this vision for 2050 then. A good place to start, I think, is just the sheer scale of humanity. Our sources, they're building on UN projections, and they suggest the global population could reach around 9.7 billion people.
9.7 billion. That's a huge leap from today.
It really is.
And what's compelling about that number isn't just, the raw figure. It's understanding where that growth is likely concentrated. A lot of it is anticipated in, urban centers and emerging economies, which means you get this simultaneous explosion of challenges, but also innovative opportunities, especially around things like resource management, climate resilience, infrastructure.
Right, infrastructure. And that ties directly into the pace of technological change, doesn't it? The sources suggest the next 25 years could bring more fundamental transformation than maybe the last 100.
Wow, that's quite a statement.
It is. It implies a societal shift where maybe adaptability becomes our most critical skill.
Makes sense. Entire industries can become obsolete in just years, not decades.
Exactly.
So if we connect this to the bigger picture, the broader canvas of human potential, one really striking projection is a significant jump in average life expectancy. We're talking many countries potentially seeing life expectancies climbing past 90 years by 2050.
Past 90. That idea of adding decades to our lives, it almost sounds like, science fiction.
It does a bit, yeah.
But the source outlines a pretty clear path there. It's driven by breakthroughs like regenerative medicine.
Growing new tissues, maybe even organs to replace damaged ones.
And AI-assisted diagnostics, too. Artificial intelligence analyzing medical scans, spotting issues with incredible accuracy.
Finding things much earlier than we can now.
And advanced genetic therapies targeting the root causes of disease. I mean, imagine walking into a clinic, getting your whole body scanned in seconds, and catching diseases before they even start.
That's the goal. So what does this longer lifespan really mean for our health? Well, the focus shifts, you see. It moves from merely lifespan, just the number of years you live, to health span.
Health span.
Which is about how many of those years you live actively, free from chronic disease. And our sources suggest that conditions like Alzheimer's, certain cancers, even type 2 diabetes, they could become largely preventable or maybe fully curable.
Preventable or curable. That's huge. And building on that health point, think about historical precedent. Smallpox was declared eradicated back in 1980.
A massive public health achievement.
Right. And the sources suggest a similar kind of trajectory for several other major diseases by 2050.
Yeah, a key takeaway here is the potential for polio to finally be gone globally. Malaria could become a distant memory in most places. Even some autoimmune diseases might be controlled through advancements like gene editing.
Gene editing, it's like having these precision molecular scissors, right? CRISPR, for instance.
Exactly, it's a powerful tool. Let scientists essentially, edit specific sections of DNA.
So you could potentially fix defective genes before they cause illness.
That's the idea, effectively correcting the body's blueprint before the building, so to speak, even starts to go wrong.
Incredible potential.
But, advancements in medicine alone, they won't create a perfect world.
Let's pivot a bit. Look at a major global challenge. Extreme poverty. Currently, something like 700 million people live in extreme poverty worldwide. 700 million. It's a staggering number. But there's some good news here, potentially. The sources suggest that if current global trends continue, maybe even accelerate, extreme poverty could be nearly eliminated by 2050.
Nearly eliminated. How? What are the drivers there?
Well, the source highlights technology as a massive enabler. Things like accessible mobile banking reaching everyone.
Okay, financial inclusion. Makes sense.
Decentralized renewable energy grids, too, so you're not reliant on huge central power stations. and AI-based education platforms delivering personalized learning to anyone with a connected device.
Right, so tech driving access and opportunity.
Okay.
And this transformative potential, it also applies to homelessness, according to the sources. Cities could see modular 3D printed housing being constructed in maybe just days.
In days. Wow.
Yeah, and at such low cost that providing shelter might become seen as a fundamental right, not just, a charitable act.
So it's about smart infrastructure and efficient resource distribution, really changing the game for social safety nets.
Exactly, it's a systemic approach.
So, okay, if we zoom out again, how might our daily environments transform? By 2050, many urban centers are expected to become smart cities.
Smart cities, we hear that term a lot. What does it actually mean in practice, according to the source?
Well, a significant implication is how our surroundings might actively respond to us. The source describes real-time sensor management optimizing pretty much everything.
Like what?
Traffic flow, public transit schedules, maybe virtually eliminating wait times, water use, energy grids.
Okay, so efficiency on a massive scale.
Yeah, your apartment might adjust its temperature based on your preferences as you get close. Streetlights could dim when no one's around, saving huge amounts of energy.
Very integrated.
And it's all envisioned to be powered by clean energy, solar and wind becoming dominant.
Right.
And maybe even the long-awaited nuclear fusion finally coming online to provide abundant, clean power.
Fusion.
Yeah.
That would be a game changer.
Absolutely. Now, okay, let's cast our gaze even further, beyond Earth. By 2050, the sources suggest that private companies and national space agencies could be conducting regular flights to the moon and Mars.
Regular flights,
Yeah.
not just one-offs.
Right.
And what's really striking here is the vision that extends beyond just, planting a flag. NASA's Artemis program, for instance, could just be the start, paving the way for permanent research bases, maybe on the moon, maybe Mars,
Permanent bases.
asteroid mining, potentially for extracting rare minerals, and even commercial space hotels for the adventurous traveler.
Space hotels. And if reusable rockets become as common and, well, affordable as commercial jets are today,
A big if, but possible.
then space travel might not just be for billionaires. Imagine looking out your, quote, hotel window and seeing the curve of Earth from orbit, like a normal vacation in 2050.
It's an amazing thought. But of course, the future won't be without its complexities. We have to be realistic. And our sources are very clear about the significant challenges ahead.
Yeah, definitely not all smooth sailing.
We're talking about the ongoing, crucial fight against climate change, navigating shifting geopolitical tensions, which always seem to be there, and grappling with the really profound ethical questions raised by rapid advancements in AI and genetic engineering.
That brings up a critical question from the source material, doesn't it? How do we ensure that all these incredible advances actually benefit everyone, not just, creating an even wider gap between the wealthy, the powerful, and the rest of the world?
Exactly. This isn't just about charity or good intentions. It's about designing systems, designing policies that really foster equitable access to these potentially life-changing innovations. It's about grappling with whether societies can even evolve fast enough to manage such rapid change.
That's a really deep question. So what does this whole mean for us then, for humanity in 2050? Our deep dive seems to suggest we'll likely find ourselves somewhere between, I don't know, the dazzling futuristic visions of fiction and the maybe gritty realities of ongoing struggle, a compelling mix maybe of breathtaking innovation and persistent human challenges.
I think that's well put. And perhaps the most profound insight really from our sources is this. The future isn't something we just sort of await passively. It's something we actively create, collectively, every single day.
Yeah.
The choices we make right now, today, will profoundly shape the lives of billions tomorrow.
A powerful reminder. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of 2050. We really hope this exploration gives you plenty to mull over and perhaps even inspires you to consider your own role in helping shape that future.